Hello everybody, my name is Zelinator and welcome back to Ultimate Minecraft Polyworld. I was able to get to the stream today. There were tree trimmers this morning, being loud and doing stuff. Do 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 doop. Alright, all that taken care of, we're all good. So I should hopefully get through all of this stream without any interruptions. There may or may not be one minor pause, but that's okay. We're working on the lights here. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one. Oops, not that one. I don't have the lamp on me. So I'm gonna really hope these items zoom. Maybe I should put a door here. Put an iron door. Have the backside be here. Let me grab Soak Touch. Because I feel like I'm gonna keep ending up in here. But here's the problem. If I put a door here, and if I have the lever here, how do I flip the lever? Unless if I put the lever in front of the green bean. Nope, that won't work. Because I'd have to put... Yeah, that wouldn't work because I'd have to put the door on this block, which means it'd have to be on this side instead. It'd have to be on this sliver instead of this sliver. I don't think I put levers on glass, right? Oh, you can? Oh, no way, I'll just do that. So yeah, I can put the door, I can put the lever, I should say, there. You know what, we're gonna deal with that later. I'll just, no, because if I turn this thing on, it needs to be functional. So, I cannot have any regrets about my block decision, so we're just gonna have to do this. Now, I can't remember why I have two levers, but I remember I needed one to control the lights themselves, the lights, currently. But yeah, we'll catch some zoos wherever I find the bed. I don't know where I put the bed. But either way, I'm gonna need another lamp. Oh, there it is. Another lamp, and I'll have to get the wire over here. I could probably make do without, but I need to run I need to run the signal all the way over here. So this is the wire itself. Alright, so say we start here. This is the 15th redstone block. Let's just, I should probably make sure that this turns off to begin with. I hope I didn't create a redstone loop. So if I get rid of that, does everything turn off? Because I don't want redstone creating a loop, because I have a few repeaters on here. I don't think so, so we should be safe. Alright, so anyways, okay, so yeah, it is indeed 15 blocks still. So this is block 15. Okay, so yeah, if this is block 5, then I still have a little bit of time. Cool. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Before I forget, let me take care of this real fast. Howdy, howdy, welcome back. Old Minecraft will always be treasured. New Minecraft will always be the future until the day arrives that Mojang says this is the last update, other than probably bug fixes. Nom 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 nom. Legacy console, like the 360 edition, I received updates for a little bit after after I received the update aquatic. And is that all just missing? I don't know. I don't know why that was like that. That just looked weird. Anyways, not important. So let me go find all of this. Alright, where did I not put down the torch correctly? That was somewhere around here, right? I looked at this yesterday, I think, and I realized I put down a regular torch instead of a redstone torch. Did I fix it? No, I didn't fix it. Hold on, which lamp is it? It's somewhere around here. There it is. Ta-da! Alright, I feel better, because that was not right. But now it's fixed. So what I could do is head back home, grab an iron door. Iron door? Lamp. Or you know what? Hold on here, let me find the exit first. What I can do is probably start working on the wire on this end, so that way I'll just start spending all this redstone. I need to find where to put the wire, because it has to run this way. Logically, it would make sense if I pulled from one of these sides, but I think the first thing I should do is set up where exactly the redstone is handled. Because as I look at this, it would be smart to have an area that has the AND gate directly. Who's buzzing me? Automatic message, not important. So I guess if I were to just knock and head on in there, I might be able to just plop it underneath here. Maybe a little bit lower. Yeah, maybe I'll go down a couple blocks first. Okay, so as long as this whole line is powered, we'll be good. Let me put that in. And then, alright, so. Because I need to make sure that I run under here. So I'll probably just hide. That doesn't look right. I'll probably just hide the redstone somewhere down here. Your smartphone still heats up, so you play 1.14. Any reason why 1.14 over 1.15? Let me make sure this works real fast, because I already lost track for how much farther I can go. 15. This is block 3, so I can really go just a couple more. 2. And I guess I'll just stop here. I'll just set the repeater down. Alright, well, this is where I'm gonna put the thingy. You mastered Minecraft at 1.14? Doesn't that... Would that not mean you mastered Minecraft 1.14? It makes sense, I'm just trying to figure out context. Well, let me bring all this together. So back here, I don't know how we'll get in yet, but this is where I send out the signal. So if I have, I'll probably just put a ladder or something, or a staircase. Now to Ian. 1.14 and 15 don't feel much different compared to 1.16 other than the nether. If you're spending all your time in the overworld, how much different would it feel? Let me just put all this way. So this is the dedicated AND gate, which means, here, how about I just work on this backward? Oh wait, if I'm doing that, then don't I need... Hold on, why don't I just... Yeah, whatever. Not important. Alright, we'll put the torch. Now this is where I get the two different signals. So the one signal I'll probably keep above. Alright, so which block is right here? You know what? No, this one. We'll go from this block. Let me write down the coordinates. So this is where I have to end up. Let me first visualize that on the top. If you want to hop on Indev, hop on Indev. In the world of Minecraft, no one can tell you what you can or cannot do. Alright, so this right here. This is 509, 534. So I could go this way for a while. But eventually we're going to run into that. So I should probably only go maybe to about here or so. Because there's water there. I don't want to run into that. When there's water there, I don't want to run into that either. So the middle point is right about this block. So I was at 509. That's this one. So after the starting point, I go to 509, 550, and then this is going to go forward for a while. Howdy, howdy, welcome back to the stream also. Isn't it late for you? Okay, so this is the part where I have to figure out where the wire needs to end up. I'll have to run it somewhere over here. Minecraft's rarest structure being monolith hunting. Sounds like someone doesn't know what the monolith renderer is. Okay, so if the Zeleneko is that way, and this is right next to it, I think it would make logical sense if I used this signal here. This signal is record farm. Alright, well, let's turn that on. I'll figure out the end signal later. So, let me figure out how exactly I did the monolith. Not the monolith. Got me thinking about monoliths. How I did the Zeleneko wire. Because where exactly did I run that? Which signal did I say it was? I think that was this one. Let me get rid of that real quick. I'll just put this torch there. That's going to mark that one being off. So I'm pretty sure it's this one. Yeah, so I ran this 2 blocks down, but that wasn't quite low enough. I could just run this. Let's see, this one goes down to 30. I'm pretty sure over here goes to 27. I'll probably go down to 27 as well, since that seemed rather satisfactory to avoid everything. Alright, so the output, okay, so, you know what, this will be fine, because if I just run the wire underneath, we start here, so then this is the one that has to go down to 27. Oh wait, we're already at 26. Alright, this should be fine, so we'll go forward, as I realize that there's all this redstone in the way. So we have to keep going down just a little bit more. Can I make it under here? Alright, cool. Looks like we're going to be down here at 24 instead of 27, but that's okay. Oh, you know what I might do? Hold on. I have an idea. I want to do this real fast. There we go. I'll just do that, I guess. +1. Alright, there we go. That way I can walk across and still see the wire that's down here. Alright, anyways, so we need to go all the way to, I believe, 550. Yes, my inventory's full. What can I put in my offhand that's not going to steal any slots? There we go. I wonder if I'm going to run into any extra caves down here. I have 27 repeaters, but that's alright. I'll just ignore that for now. Because once at least the redstone dust runs out, then what'll happen is that'll free up another slot. So then once we reach 550 on Z, we make a right. Yeah, we'll be going right. Right is going rather average. Howdy, welcome back. How bad does InfDev run on integrated graphics? Because I feel like... Oop, one more. Oh, no. It's a flooded cave. Hold up. I really thought I would be beneath all that. Alright, hold on. We have an error that needs to be solved, and hopefully that doesn't look ugly. And let me also be smart, lay all this down, free up the slot, hopefully. Beta 1.3 should have a difference compared to Beta 1.2 on performance because Beta 1.3 added the region format. Because originally, wow, this whole area is flooded. Why? But anyways, the region format is faster with disk reading and writing. So if you have an old laptop with integrated graphics, there's always the possibility that you're still using a hard drive as well, depending on the age of the laptop. And all that's still flooded. I've gotten past Minecraft lag. It doesn't annoy me because I understand why. And at least I used up a bunch of stone. Alright, anyways, oh wait, hold on, I missed it. 509. Oh no, I didn't. It's almost there. It's 509 is right here. So this is 509, 550. So now what I need to do is I need to go to 534, which is this way. That's partially true. Hold on. I have to hold off on this because I need to go back around. I can't remember the last time I've done any PvP in Minecraft. Alright, so let me grab. That's cobblestone. That's the repeater. Cobblestone repeater. Cobblestone repeater. Filling up on stone. It's okay, we're almost done. Oh wait, hold on. Cobblestone repeater. But is there any water on this side? Nope, alright, cool. Alright, well, now we go back around. If you're fighting mobs, that is officially labeled PvE and not PvP. Player versus entity. You could say taking out sheep is PvE, although the sheep really doesn't fight back. Of course, if you're playing beta 1.8 and later, they start running away. Oh. Keep the tunnel nice and bright. PvE is not supposed to be player versus everyone, because that's still PvP, player versus player. It's just multiple players. PvE is player versus entity. There's not PvN, where it's player versus NPC. There might be PvC, player versus character. Anyways, not important. No, today was just a late day, because they were doing tree trimming. There's a skeleton bomb up there, we're gonna ignore him. And so, today's stream was late. I didn't want to skip out on today for the reason of I'm taking Monday off, and I did not want a 4-day weekend. 4-day weekend from streaming. Excuse me, Zomble. I'm doing stuff. Huzzah! Alright, goodbye, everyone. I don't know what a slab of plastic is supposed to mean. I hear slab of plastic and I think, is that like the lid of a container? Those are plastic. We have a bunch of plastic bins here for storage. Nom 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 nom. Yeah, I don't like streaming this late in the day. Morning streams work better for me. So that's the primary reason why. Slab of plastic shaped like a modern smartphone. Am I supposed to know what raw plastic looks like? Because I'm so used to seeing it either dyed or semi-transparent. Alright, let's start putting all that cobblestone back. Probably stone as well, especially since we're going to keep digging it up. Alright, clear plastic. Okay. Howdy, Koski. This is indeed later than usual. I've thought about having announcement boxes, or bringing back the announcement box I used to use for the walk into the Nether Farlands. That way I can just say, look to the sign. That way I don't have to say stuff over again. I'm gonna bring it back on the 31st though, because it'll be important then. Or I just use the... In fact, no, it probably would be best that way. Alright, so I'm looking for the iron doors, because I needed one of these. You know, I'll take two. I'll take three. I'll take 3 iron doors, and hope I don't need that many, and then I'll take several levers once I find my levers. I'll take +4 of those. I kind of remember... That's not entirely true. If I saw the phone designs, I would probably recognize them. Otherwise, no imagery is appearing in front of my mind. Levers, iron trap doors, all of that. I could take signs. Once I remember where they are, seeing as they were added way back when. Oh, I already had some sticks. Oops. I'll save those for future me. I feel like there's an item I wanted, yet I'm not remembering what it was. What else do I need? Oh, lamp. I needed one more. No, I need 3 more lamps. I'll take 5. In fact, how many lamps do I even have? It was expected to have a visual delay on touchscreens. I don't remember that. At that time, I wasn't really keeping up with smartphone technology. I want to say somewhere here at the house we have an iPhone 4 or a 4S, and there wasn't input delay. Sometimes it was slow when playing games, but that's just because the game itself was causing lag, not because the stream itself had a noticeable delay. Isn't technology generally low quality when it first starts entering into something new? Oh, I'm gonna need lamps for over here. I haven't lit up this corner. This part of the pathway needs some light. I'll do that later. Well, you know what? I need a pathway to the record farm. Oops. I'll figure out the pathway once I'm done. We're almost done, thankfully. But yeah, I realize I need a pathway from down there and get the path somewhere up here and then either connect it to there or to that one, or both. Zombie flesh, thank you. Oh wait, how do I get back there? Oops. Is Nokia still around doing stuff? What? What is this witchcraft? You're telling me this doesn't work? Hold on. You can't waterlog a lever, right? No. Alright, so this doesn't work because glass is not solid. That's rather disappointing. Wait, hold on. I got this. You ready? I'm a ninja. Haha! There we go. Yeah, so I guess glass doesn't transfer the redstone because it's not a solid block. Alright, well, anyways, let's go back this way. Because if this is the redstone, I needed to go down to 24. It was 24, right? I guess we'll find out. I'm just gonna hope it was 24 because I kind of forgot what Y level. I didn't write it down. Aha! Cool. Good thing I didn't start going all the way forward because this staircase back here would have been a problem. Anyways, we're getting low on red dust. This is a problem. Alright, Peter block. I should say block repeater. And this should make it. There we go. So there's one half of the AND gate. So now what I need to do is I just need to get this torch to be off. Or I might be able to put it somewhere up there if I were to dig some sort of a building. Because right about here is where I'm gonna have the power control for this. Oh, you know what? You know what I realized? Hold on, let me do something real fast. Because I could carry this signal for as far as I want. I just have to make sure that at the end of it is a torch. Oh, wait, I guess that means get rid of that. Because if that's the block, that's the torch. Then if all goes according to plan, now I have to get back there. If you got a free week of nitro, does that mean you haven't had nitro before? Alright, so let me get rid of that real fast. Debug time. If you've never had nitro before, I'm pretty sure this was a terrible way to waste your one-time free nitro. Because I'm pretty sure every time they say you can get a free nitro for a limited time, that's only if you've never had nitro before. Now that you've had nitro, you'll never get to take advantage of 1 month or 3 months free. Now you have it just for a week. Hopefully you don't get interested enough within that week. It wasn't your decision to make? All the quests are optional. Wait, what do you mean everyone got it? Wasn't there a quest? Because I saw something about it and I thought it was... You had to do something for that. Wonder if that means they made everyone eligible. It was a Discord birthday gift. Did you have to accept it? Oh wait, it turns 10. Discord officially turned 10. Alright, if everyone got it for 1 free week, then chances are you might still be eligible in the future. Or you never get it again. Because if you've already, or now that everyone has had it. Anyways, not important. Business decisions. Alright, howdy, howdy. Welcome back. Discord is getting a bowling alley party. Is that a joke, or are they actually having something? I had 2 bowling alley parties. I want to say it was my 5th and 6th birthdays. I have 2 bowling pins that have a bunch of signatures from my classmates. But yeah, that was before I turned 10. I was still in single digits for both of those. I want to say it was 5 and 6. It very well could be 6 and 7. I'd have to look at the people on there and compare that with my stuff. Nice Portal reference. Because if you just said that was a joke, I would have believed you. Why are you asking if I'm single? You know, no viewer in my entire life, 10 years of doing YouTube, do I recall a single person asking me before. I should say a single person asking as a viewer. One day you'll find out. The bots don't ask, they assume. Which is why, you know, y'all should totally click the link. Definitely not a scam. Nope, not trying to steal your IP or anything. Hold on, I should clean up this terrain. It was bothering me. Okay, enough cleaning up the terrain, or else it's going to continue to bother me. So, I'll probably just put another cobblestone box around here. We just did on a method stream once and got banned. I'm not at all surprised. If I saw that name, I'd go straight with the ban hammer as well. I wonder if I were to look at my ban list, just how many accounts have similar names. Because that's the majority of the people I've booted from my streams. I can't call them people since they're automated messages. I'm trying to think. So if the AND gate is way down there, what I very well could do is have something like this. Let me bring all this over real fast. Oh wait, you know, hold up. No, keep that like that. I'll put stone slabs there. We have stone slabs, right? Probably. And then we're going to do something like this. Don't worry. I don't know what I'm doing either. I'm kind of just placing down blocks that are not dirt. I just know this is the space that I'm going to be taking advantage of. So I just have to get the signal down there. And I really only need the one lever here. Oh, in fact, hold on. If I had Oh, I need to get the return signal back. Hold on. I'll deal with the return signal later. I just need to make sure that this power goes up. Which means maybe what I should do is... Because if I need one going up and one going down... Hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. I think I overcomplicated this. If I need the signal to go up, that's rather easy to do. I just need some torches. So I'll just have to turn that one into a repeater. I don't want a repeater. I'll have it be dust, even though I don't have that much dust left. Alright, so that's a torch. Put a torch on top of there. Oh, I don't have a way up. Howdy, Henry, welcome back. 1.19.80 is bedrock, right? The first in-depth version to have saving is 124, I believe. I want to say we don't have 122, which is the first version, but because we don't have 122, 124 is the first version we do have. Alright, there we go. So now this lights up. This lights up if we receive power. So now what I need to do is I need to put the lever there with the torch, or I should say with a torch behind. Probably. What's up? Howdy, welcome back. Very little as of currently. I realize I can put that there. So I can turn that into a whatchamacalled. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, so if I put that there, that could be another torch. Ta-da! There we go. Yeah, hold on. Let me make a nice way out of here real fast. That way, if I ever end up down there, I can just plop on out. Oh, wait, hold up. There we go. Alright, cool. So now, if we receive power, this turns on. Otherwise... Oh wait, do I need to flip that? Oh, hold on, why is that not working? What? No, that turns on. That and that are now on. Did I forget redstone? Oh, I did. Oops. So yeah, that and that have to be on. Sorry, still, let me get rid of you. Alright, so now I think we're all good. There we go. Alright, cool. Question is, do I want there to be power going out? Don't particularly know. What I think I will do, though, is I'll just cover all this with cobblestone. You know, I don't even think I need a roof. I'll just cover the backside. But otherwise, this is good enough. Alright, so I was right. 124 is the oldest version we have that does include saving. So yeah, I'm going to put some stone slabs there, which means I guess... Oh, I only have 2 cobblestone. Here, I guess I'll just put it like this. Alright, well, cool. I guess now we're all done here. So this one is power input. And then this one will just be farm lights. I should say spawner lights, not farm lights. It took me too long, but I realized, should I have separated the 2 spawners? In what scenario would I want one spawner active, but not the other? I guess I would only want the Skelebum spawner active when I want the Skelebums. Otherwise, once I have one, I only ever need one. So the green beans are what I need as many of. So I guess it would have made sense to have them be separate, but I guess too late now. Alright, well, cool. So, this area is now essentially taken care of. So, the last thing we need to do... Oh, wait, I don't have any more cobblestone. No, but I gotta fix the holes I left. Oops. If that's the last version of Pre-Classic, is the version that comes after 11A? I should say the launcher version of 11A. Nom 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 nom. Alright, so I have one extra sign. I don't know what I'll do with it. I guess that is indeed that. It doesn't look too bad back here. Let me just put one more dirt down. I think now we're all set. Alright, away we go. I feel like that's the last pre-classic version available in the launcher of the 4 we have. Yeah, I'll need to come back with more cobblestone because, oops, put it all away. And turns out we're gonna have to go redstone mining again at some point. You know what? I'm looking around. You know what I don't see? I don't currently see any slimes. Have I just gotten lucky? I don't know where the slimes are. Let me head over here, see if they have any slime balls. Do you know between what labeled versions these MC versions are coming out as? Because I don't remember where these were listed. This would have been new knowledge found somewhere within the logs. Because otherwise, we have the RD Ruby Dunk versions, as they were initially labeled as, and then all the way up until we started getting like 0.0.3 or 0.2. That went up to 0.9. 0.10 was the first version considered as classic, as that one was publicly available. 0.10 didn't work though, and so 0.11 was fixed, or was the fixed version of that. Alright, is there anything else I needed? I don't think so. The last thing we're going to do is test and see if this works. I'll be a little sad if I spend all that time and there's a fatal flaw that I don't know how to fix. Because we have about an hour and 15 left of the day to try to fix it. Do you know when the FPS cap button was added? I thought it was added in Classic. Of course, there's always a way to enforce VSync. Or I should say there's always a way to enforce a max frame rate on the graphics level. Tell your GPU, hey, I don't want any more than this. Alright, so I believe if I'm all done here, everything should be fine. So let me cover that up. And then over here, which one did I say this one? This one was for the green beans, right? Because this is up front. Yeah, they get stuck here. The skelly bums are back there. I'm just making sure I know what spawner I need to... Oh, I don't have a way out. Oopsies. Hold up. Alright, well either way, I know which spawners are supposed to be which. But since the lights are on, we're gonna hope that none of them spawn first. Alright, let's do this. Alright, with that all taken care of. You know what I could have done? I could have added pistons that covered glass. With the pistons covering the glass, I'd be able to see inside by flipping the lever, but the glass would prevent anything from coming out of here. Anyways, let's do that. Oh, we're going to close that off and wait a little bit and see if anything starts moving with the lights on. Because if anything starts going through here with the lights on, we have a problem. And I need to stand right around here for the spawners to be active. I'm currently listening as well. Green beans don't make any ambient sounds, but skelly bums do. So if I don't hear anything, and I don't see anything, I think the lights are working. Alright, I'm gonna say the lights successfully prevent the spawners from being active. Cool. So, now, we turn the lights off. And I forgot to hook up that return signal. I'll do that after. But now that the lights are off, stuff should start spawning. Is that a wandering trader? Buddy, what are you doing here? Wanted to see the test. Oh, I see him coming through already. Hey guys, please tell me the skelly bum sees me. Can he not see me from that far away? Does he not see around that corner? The concept works, except there he goes. Okay, so it took him a little bit. Oh my gosh, what is this aim? Is he gonna keep aiming too high because of how far away he is? Do I have to be lower or something? This is about to be the slowest record farm of all time. I think one of the reasons why so many of his arrows are too high are because he's trying to go for the distance. The axe was a minor improvement over your hand, but if you're playing in Dev 124, all tools have the same speed. You know what, I'm about to turn the thing off because, hold on. So, we have these guys in here, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it off. Now that we have green beans here, and we're gonna wait around to see how many we... Oh, wait, you know what? I made a mistake. How am I supposed to pick up the records? Maybe I do need that iron door. I might be able to pull through there. The reason why shovels work fast is... Oh, great, now they're shooting each other. The reason why the shovels work fast is because dirt and dirt-based materials are generally soft. Every shovel should have the same dig speed, though. Oh, the first one. I got the record. Long Haul to the Farlands Part 2. It works. Terribly, but it works. So I guess it is good that I have the iron door there, because it means that I'm able to pick up the items. Can I put... Oh, you know what would be better, though? If I had a hopper. I feel like this is going to take a while for all the green beans to be slain, though. Oh, there's another one. Long Haul to the Farlands Part 4. So it's slow, but it works. And that skelly bum over there does not seem to see me. So I guess that's a minor issue I've realized. I guess they just can't see through glass or something. Oh. Ah, great. Now they're gonna fight each other. Alright, minor oversight, but that's okay. See, I tried to only have one skelly bum over here, and that did not work super well. Oh no, the items! They're pressing the pressure plate. Oh, am I gonna have to use a stone one? I went with wood because it looked nicer. I don't know if I'm gonna get that luxury. Alright, hold up. Because now I gotta pick all these items up. So that way they don't... There you go. That way they don't press the thingy. You're currently on 118. Does 118 have saving? Or did you want to play a version without saving? Dang, a game I wanted is currently 25% off. Still 30 though. I'll probably not be able to pick it up. I'll wait for later. Who's to say it's not even going to go on a bigger sale when the Steam Summer Sale rolls around in June? There's another record. Long Haul to the Farlands Part 5. Now, truth be told, if it's 3 blocks away, it might be possible for me to remove that cobblestone and that cobblestone and move them over by 1. That one's not a label. And so what that'll do is the Skelly Bum will still see me, still go pew pew, and then he will at least be closer to the creeper. So that means they'll be taking more damage more frequently as opposed to having the arrows go too high. I have to redo the pressure plate in the back though. In fact, hold on, let me look up, because I really thought that they don't get mad anymore. Let me verify real fast. Alright, come on, Mr. Skellybum. You can see me. I'm trying to find, where's the location? Attack Skellybums are shot by them. I'm not seeing anything about not being mad at the Skellybums, so maybe that never does get changed. Alright, well, either way. Do. Oh yeah, let me pick that up real fast. Move that guy over. Let me go find the bed. Where did the bed end up? Even though I realize I'm not going to even have the inventory space for all this. Oh wait, hold on. How do I get up there? I need to outsmart the system. That is not very user-friendly. Alright, if all of you guys could just chill there. Oh good, can I sleep? I guess this is far away enough. Oh, in fact, hold on. Let me get rid of my... whatchamacalled. Alright, cool. They're all still here. So yeah, I can close Notepad. Yeah, I'll try to go for... Here, what's ones you can't use. I'll try to go for the last 2 records. But yeah, I'm gonna verify real fast, because if I do indeed put the cobblestone there, so yeah, I can put this here and they won't get mad. Alright, cool. Then yeah, let me just move that. I'll do the same thing for the skelly bums, but that'll be later. I'll have to clean out the system first. I'll take that. That's another part 4. But yeah, my inventory can support 2 more. So yeah, if I'm able to get 1 block closer, then that means logically the skelly bums can as well. So I'll redo the pressure plate later. I got 11. I don't know if I've picked up an 11 before on this world. You did say 118. Wait, hold on. I thought you were playing. Wait, why did you ask what the first version of saving was if you're playing versions without saving? Oh, you know, I don't have a way to clear the system. I didn't think about that. Like, what if I want to get rid of everything inside? I guess I'll just have to walk away. Oh, you started it before you asked. If you said earlier, then I missed that part. Alright, let me pick that up. There's another 11. Alright, well, time to leave. So, I'll leave the lights on, and by simply going home, that'll clean out all of them that are currently in there. Because they'll just despawn due to being too far away. So let me go put these records away. Then I'll come back with a hopper. Maybe I'll come back with multiple hoppers. Because I can kind of leave this running as it is, logically, as long as there are still creepers inside. But I've realized I might have made a minor mistake. I don't have a way to control the lights from the area where I'm actually standing. That seems like something that should be intuitive. Alright, well, at least now that I know the concept works, now I need to improve upon it. What sort of preset were you using for there to be presumably trees blocking the exit to the house? Minecraft could have been a gacha game? Collecting characters? Did I not remember, or I should say, do I not remember that part of Notch and his ideas? I know he wanted RPG elements, that's what the stat screen was for. Alright, do I need dirt? Hold on to some of it. And some stone and some cobble. I feel like I could keep the rest of these building materials. Not trees, dirt. I don't have that generally. It's usually trees on the end of worlds that end up blocking the door. Probability. That is a particular art style. That does not make it a gacha game. Let me runk. Alright, so hold on. Let me figure out just how many whatchamacallits I would need. I would need 1 hopper for the one they're standing on, 1 for below, 1 for underneath the dirt, and then I could have the double chest. So that's 3 hoppers and a double chest. You know how old Doc was way back when? Because I do not. Alright, hold on. Let me try to find the record chest. So this is for my long haul to the Farlands parts. Man, it's so nice that I have a lot of cat on here. Sure hope I don't have too many 13s. I have a lot of 13, but I don't have as many. Oh, I did have an 11 already. And now I have 3. So farm all 13 and 11. This is going to be part 9, 10, 11, and 12 when I get there. Probably. I don't know, I'll figure that out. I've not created those long haul yet. Alright, so let me... Oh wait, hold on, Zombie Flesh as well. 3 hoppers, 2 double chests. I should say 2 chests. And hopefully I don't have that many records I'm going to be holding on to. Let me just verify that this is all gone. Alright, yeah. So, I'll need 5 chests and 15 iron. So while I'm here, I can also put away the lamps. I did not do anything with the zombie flesh. Oi. Because I was supposed to put it away, yet I did not. Anyways, while I'm back here, let me grab what I do need. Hold on, let me also put away the buckets. Inventory maximization. Don't know if that's a word or if that's a term. I will declare it as such. I keep the lamps in case I decide to have them somewhere, even though I know I need to hook up the return signal as well. Should I know what the bird is you're talking about? Unless that was supposed to be like a rhyme. Word like the bird. Alright, 2 chests, 3 hoppers. The sticky piston I already have, I'm gonna have to move over and replace the pressure plate with a stone one instead of wood. I don't know when, but it took me a while to realize that wooden pressure plates can be activated by items, and stone pressure plates cannot. I didn't know that at first, but we're gonna swap those out. Alright, now I put away the zombie flesh. Alright, let's go improve upon this system. I'll figure out the lever for controlling the lights later. What I'll probably just end up doing is having another AND switch, so that way the lever at the primary control area and the lever next to where you stand need to be on. If I saw the picture, I might recognize it, because otherwise there's no image being pulled into my brain. Well, I'm looking at this area, and I've already established a lot of stuff recently. Zelenako, power station, the dam, the B area, all the pathways, and now the record farm. And even the slime block bounce castle. This is indeed the era of building, because I got tired of resource collecting in 1.14. Oh, come on, buddy. Where's my bed? I need to have a proper area for that. I have an image in my mind for I would want to make one. I need to make sure that I would have plenty of area for that, though. Alright, so keep the lights on. System should now be clean. True statement. Alright, so let me head on in and put down the hoppers first. Because what I wanted to do was this one, and that one. So hopper had to face the wall. Hopper face the other wall. Straight down. Put the door. And so now the chest would go right down here. So that way, everything just automatically collects in here. Hooray, hooray. Maybe I should surround this. Make it look ever so slightly nicer. I could just leave it like this. Or maybe, surround it in stone. There we go, I guess. I don't know. Or, hold on, maybe. But wait, there's more. There we go, part 2. Now this feels more like a proper area. Alright, so I was able to move that block forward, which means logically, I would be safe to move this one forward. And let me temporarily block off the water, that way it's not annoying while I'm trying to build. Alright, so I'm gonna have to dig all this up. So now there is one block between, right? Let me verify real fast. So now there is one block between a cobblestone here and the area where they prevent that. So if the green beans don't get mad at me, I could put that one there. Have that gap, put that one there. That makes the pressure plate there. Let me dig up the piston I have. Oops. That's the pressure plate, which means the redstone's right on top. And then I put dirt. No, this is where the pressure plate goes, or the piston. And now we use stone. Hooray! Alright, cool. This flows all the way, right? That looks a little weird. Is stuff gonna flow onto there? That's the only problem. I don't have a way to force them to swim onto this, because now the entire water is slightly off. I could just leave it and hope. We do a lot of hope in this world. Because there's a lot of times where I don't know if something's gonna work or not. That's okay, it's all part of the fun experimentation. So now we're gonna test this real fast, see if it works, or if I've done catastrophic failures. And boop. There very well could be people who didn't plan on playing InfDev way back then, who now do so. Alright, so the green beans are coming in. Pretty sure the skelly bums should as well. Alright, so we're going to start out with just a few. Let's turn this back off and see if it works. Have anything worth buying? Not a list shells, except I don't have the thingies on me. Alright, so I'm ready. And it looks like all is going according to plan. I have it hard to believe, I should say I find it hard to believe that people from 2009 have been playing InDev for 15 years and just ignore everything that's come after. Even 2010, as InDev was around until February. If they came back 10 years later, it would be 1.16. A lot of people came back around 1.16 though. Alright, what do we get? Part 8, 4, and another 13 disc. I really want, where are we now? But we have... How many different records do we have? 12, right? There are currently 12 different records in the game. Alright, I'm gonna stand right back down here. Ow. Oh, that's an oversight. What happens if there's no green beans in the way? Yeah, for people to keep playing Indev nowadays, they would have had to not play it for a few years until it was available again, using third-party methods. Come on. Where are the green beans at? But yeah, I realize I have a minor oversight, because a skelly bum can go all the way through if there are no green beans in the way. He's looking right at me. Okay, well, he was. Do 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 do. Oh, don't tell me they got stuck there. That's not cool. Alright, well, either way, here, let me flip this off. Click. Yeah, I'm gonna have to combine that lever with another lever down here to control the system, because I don't like going all the way around for that. Alright, so that'll be the next improvement. Let me get a couple more records first. At least the skelly bum is missing less often. I think that's something positive. He's still missing, yeah, he's still hitting the ceiling, but he's missing less now. That's because there's a shorter distance between him and I by about 2 blocks. I'm pretty sure the double-headed axe texture was removed before versions that had saving. Don't quote me on that, though. Alright, so there's part 6 and part 2. Yeah, these green beans over here are getting a little stuck. Minor error, but I don't particularly know why. Can I, like, encourage them? Because if I get rid of that, I could just, knock back. Oops. Knock back. Hold on. So there's 1. There's 2. Okay, how many were stuck in there? I might just leave that open. There we go. Alright, cool. Alright. Time to line them up. One, two, three, four, five. All right, we'll collect the last of these 5 records, and then I'll clean the system again. Well, at least now I have a mostly safe AFK area. So what I'll probably end up doing is taking one of the signals from there and one of the ones from over here. Yeah, I'll take the signal from over there and just have it go through the wall and then put the lever maybe around here or so. Oh, there's another one. I'll probably just leave the records in the chest for now, and take the time to collect them later. I'll finish up on the redstone, because the next things I'll need to do. First, I want to get the lever over here going, because I do not have the redstone to work on the whatchamacallit. I don't have enough redstone to work on the return signal. So I'm gonna have to go mine some more redstone for that. That'll be after we get the secondary lever here. It's an AND gate for an AND gate. Or I could just make a three-way AND gate, that way all three of them have to be on. Alright, so what do we got? Yeah, any more of them? Still no, where are we now? Come on. Alright, well, let's see, the lights are on, system's off, so let me... Uh-oh. Why does that not have a roof? When did that happen? Here, let's go reset the weather timer. Oops. I forgot to put the cobblestone back there. That's okay. They're about to learn really quickly that there's no roof. You know what? I'll let that do its thing. I'll return later. So, now I know what we need. You know what? Maybe I should just focus on clearing it first. Hold on. How far is it? 24? I think it's far enough to clean. Torch rotation. You mean the torch will render on any block that is solid? And it chooses the 4 sides before it wants to be placed on top. That gets changed eventually. Praise be to Notch. Alright, hold on, there's still... You know, hold on, this is gonna take too long. I'll just use the sword. Alright, well, the system's clean. And let's put that back. Alright, so... the proper exit is this way. Excuse me, Mr. Trader. Alright, so now I know what I need to do. I need to get the wire over here. So yeah, by making this a 3-way AND gate, that means... I'm thinking how to do this. Just wait, I'm visualizing how exactly to pull this off. I guess what I could do is just use... No, I don't want 2 separate because I need there to be power and I need there to be this lever, even though I kind of don't really need to. But I do need there to be the other lever. So I'm envisioning... Oh, hold on, I think I know. This one will be for this lever. And... Or sorry, this one will be for this torch. Hold up. This is going to be for this torch and the other torch. Okay, so this is 30. Let me go build the little stand for it. I might get rid of more of this water right back here. Alright, and then I'll just build it there. What? Oh no! Hold on. That's an issue. I gotta make sure this is on while I'm working. Adoink! Oops. Alright, well, we'll just let that do what it needs to. So, we'll keep the lights on for now. Oh, in fact, hold on. I can... yeah, I'll just leave that there. Well, anyways, let me put this signal down. It has to go to 30, and then this back wall. I guess I could go all the way to here, 506. Is your account linked to a fake Discord? What are you talking about? Is this supposed to be some sort of falsified statement, like when people are saying, oh, on Name MC? I didn't know people looked at my accounts on Name MC. It's not a fake account. It used to be real. Chances are it hasn't been updated since Discord changed their account names. That's probably what happened, because it used to be real. I thought I verified it. Alright, so let me flip the lever. Is that my old one? I don't know who that is. I hope someone didn't claim my account. They shouldn't have. Because I thought I claimed it. I'd have to look into it. Otherwise, no, that's not my Discord account name. And never was. The torches rotate all the way until later in Endev when they add the ability, or I should say when Notch adds the ability to, when Notch adds the ability to, hold on, that one's off. Oh, this one's supposed to go to another torch. Anyways, that changes when Notch adds the ability to set which block state for the torch itself. I was trying to think. I'm not going to sell my account. Why would I want to get a fresh Minecraft account? And I didn't realize I went sideways already. So I need that one to be a torch. And that one a torch. That's what I was getting. Why would I want a replacement account, though? That's the part I lack understanding. Alright, so I move this over. No, I don't move that over. So I could accept 900. You're not telling me why I would want a new account, though. 14, 15. This is barely gonna make it. Cool. So if I get rid of that, it works, I think. This is a terrible way to do an AND gate, but I'm pretty sure I separated everything correctly. So this and this need to be on. But I wouldn't be enjoying my game, though. I feel like you should take your business somewhere else. Alright, so that torch, yeah, so it's this one and this one need to be on. Alright, cool. So I believe everything's working now. Let's clear out the system real fast and verify. Oh wait, hold on, I can just see the wire from here. Alright, y'all, I believe in you. I'll probably clean out the skelly bums after this. I'm thinking. Alright, cool. So let me look at this real fast. Alright, so parts 3, 5, 2, 5. Alright. We'll see what sort of actions occur after today. Alright, so if I flip this off, I see that signal turned off. Alright, cool. Oh wait, that's not a safe place to stand. Do 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 do. And the green beans roll on in. I don't know if beans roll, but we're gonna say these do. Slabs. Are you talking about the slabs from that one day I went mining for coal? I mined all that coal ore and I totally stockpiled the amount of slabs I had. I remember that day. Can't remember what stream that was. How do I have more upload videos and subs? Very simple answer. After 10 years of making videos on YouTube, I've become convinced very few people actually care about the videos I've made for the past 10 years on YouTube. I want to sleep, but like, maybe I should just move the bed down here. No, I don't think I can move the bed down here. They'll probably say too close, cannot sleep, monsters nearby, and whatever. Oh wait, hold on. If I had that one there, was the torch there? This area looked dark. There's not important. Let me catch some seeds here, reset the weather timer. I'm sure there are plenty of people who would be interested in my content who have never heard of me. Well, like, I'm a terrible PR person, so I don't know how to get the content to them without investing a lot of time and energy that I don't feel like doing because I would rather spend my time and energy making the videos themselves. Alright, how much redstone? I have 48. I could probably start working on the tunnel. Let me clean out the 3 that are here so far, and then I'll start working on the tunnel for the return signal. Alright, come on, 2 more. We're almost done, because I'm getting tired of standing here as well. This is not entertaining. So I guess this isn't true AFK, because the skelly bombs, once all the green beans are out of here, I guess I could just logically leave it running. I don't know how many of them will start accumulating, because there's a certain radius within the spawner that if there are too many of that mob type, it will not spawn. But I think because all the mobs are over here, this might be far enough away that this is outside the check radius. Are you currently mining coal for slabs as well? I got it! Long Haul to the Farlands Part 1! Yay! That took me a while. Alright, I feel better, because that was the big one I was missing, and now I have 2 of them. Alright, let me just grab the ones I have the least of. Alright, let me go put all these away, because I realized that was already a big chunk of the chest already. Alright, now I can head on out of here. Maybe I should put a staircase right here. In fact, hold on, let me set this down real fast. Alright, away we go. Let me try to find Oh wait, here's the exit. What are you gonna do with all the slabs you're mining? Presumably if you're doing the same thing. Probably build something. Do you have any plans for this world after this version? Or are you gonna keep playing 124 for the rest of your days on that world? Well, I guess then to solve your short-term activities, I guess you can build something. Because otherwise, I would say stick it in a chest. Hold on for future use, because slabs will become progressively more expensive as time passes. Yeah, I don't go on impulse. I'm a think things through person. 99 times out of 100. Alright, what can I put away? Bones and arrows, of which I should probably find another place for this. Yeah, those slabs become more expensive, like 4 times maybe. Because first, you just have to mine them, get free slabs from the coal ore. Then you had to craft them with cobblestone, so that's the first increase. You had to craft them with stone, that's the second increase. Then you had to smelt the stone into smooth stone and craft those. That's the other increase. So from cobblestone to smooth stone. Let me keep finding all of these. And now we're all set. Oops. There I go. Alright, cool. So the record farm is functional. Let me just start working on that return signal. I also have the bow here. Let's see, that's 90. I don't think I can combine these. Nope. The grindstone has been in the game for 6 years. You think they're gonna do anything with it? I still want a woodcutter, because the grindstone is great for turning one cobblestone into one stair. Because if you use the crafting table, that's 6 cobblestone for 4 stairs. Why don't we have a woodcutter turning 6 planks into 6 stairs? Oh well. I feel like that's a minor oversight on Mojang's part. Alright, I'm looking for the lamps. So those can be put away. Oh wait, I had another bow. Oops, I was supposed to put that one away as well. Fortune, why you gotta do me like that? Fortune says, I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. No, an enchantment can't talk. That was personification. Look, I'm using an English term. Commentary of the education system. Thank you, thank you. Right, I'll need to put that away. I'll put that away later, because I need it first. I guess nothing else, because, oh, you know what? I can use more torches, though. I'll take half a stack, I suppose. Oops. That's not half a stack anymore. The coal, I should say the ore veins, were proper veins back in Indev. They weren't blobs that you find in mid to late inf dev and later. We kind of have coal veins nowadays, but usually they're flat. There's not much vertical increase or decrease to them. But yeah, all veins of old used to have a lot more vertical change. And I need to figure out what I'm doing. What I'm doing is I'm making sticks. I could probably put that sign back if I'm not doing anything with it. Put all those sticks away as well. You know, it'd be funny if I named all of these to I Saw the interesting song. There was a time where I was really into it for no reason. And then I said goodbye to it and haven't heard it again in years. Did you hit lava above, below, or to the side from where you were digging? Let's see, do I need any more levers? No. Which means I also don't think I'll need any more iron doors. And then I put away the pressure plate, since I needed stone instead. Alright, now I can put away the bow, and then I'll just hold on to the other building blocks. So let's go dig that tunnel and see if we can get it done before the stream is over. I'll probably only place the redstone at the beginning and towards the end. That way I can get that all situated. And then I'll just fill in the midsection later. Oh, hold on, can these combine? Yeah. 381 out of 384. That puts me right here. These don't need to be organized based on durability, but I don't have inventory tweaks to do it for me. When you say you keep hearing them dying, are you hearing the, are you just hearing them burn up or something? Because I thought they didn't make any sound. I need to stretch real fast. Alright, we're good. Alright, let's head on back. You know what I haven't done in a while? I haven't checked on the bees. Let me go get some more bone meal. They really did make damage sounds. For some reason, I thought they were quiet. I didn't remember them making the Steve Hurt sound. I very well could have just been misremembering. I know they make step sounds, but every entity that walks makes a step sound. Interesting. That's a detail I would have forgotten. Go, go, go. Let's enjoy speed while we have it. Maybe only certain versions they did make sounds, because I really thought they were completely silent other than stepping. Oh, that was fun while it lasted. Alrighty, so Yeah, what I brought back the bone meal for was I needed some of this. Alright, are there 2Bs? 2B or not 2B? That is the question I don't want to answer. Level up. It is nobler to give up now or to ask for help because you can't put a letter next to a number. I don't know what history told you. I definitely quoted that correctly. Where are the... Oh, there they are. I've said level up whenever I reach one of the 5 levels. Have you not heard me say it on stream before? Because I know I've said it a bunch by now. Whenever I reach something divisible by 5 or... Sounds like you've been missing out then, because I know I've been saying it for a while. Alright, so what I need to do is I need to take this signal and I need to run it all the way back there. How about I start on the other side? Alright, so the return signal is going to be way over here. Is the one that actually powers the lights. That's this one. The record farm is right next to the Zelenico, and then there's that unused lever there that I don't know what I'm going to use for. I'll figure that out in the future. But first, what we look for is... Huh? Oh wait, this is the return signal. This is the output. This is the input. Because the power goes out from there, and then the power has to come back into here. Okay, so this is the torch I'm trying to power, and it's basically in a straight line to this one. I wonder if I could dig another tunnel, say, 2 blocks to the right of this. Hold on, let me see. Where is the next wire? I can't do 2 blocks to the right initially. Unless if I had something where I cross over, but at that point I figured it might as well just be more effective to dig on the underside. Dig on the left. Alright, so we're going to put that there. And we're going to go all the way to the end of here. Uh-oh. Alright, well, we were going to be all the way to the end of here. So, that's another thing I'll have to deal with. Okay, so that's there. This still has to go forward. Why does stone float? You would expect that stone would be a heavier material than water. Does stone float in the real world? I'm pretty sure porous stones would. I don't know how porous Minecraft stone is. Do we even know what Minecraft stone is made out of? It's just called stone. But what's its composition? I don't know. Wait, hold on. Didn't Game Theory try to figure that out? I know they tried to figure out exactly what the different wood types were. They very well could have done the same for stone, I can't remember. Maybe it was something on, like, the science. Looks like limestone. I feel like the Minecraft world being made mostly out of limestone does not suit properly. I don't know, that just feels a little off. But let me head down here, because I have to go to... Oh, you know what, we should just run right into it. And then I'll just have to keep that block there. Or I could do this. Settle for that and we'll just call it a day. So down here is 24. So once I make it to wide 24, then I know I'm set. A land full of limestone? Where's the other Minecraft limestone? Am I just not understanding where limestone is commonly found out in the real world? Oh, you come from a land full of limestone. That is what I missed. I thought you were initially saying limestone comes from a land full of limestone, and I couldn't figure out how that wasn't just... There's a name for that type of paradox, and I can't remember where the answer is in the question. Or it just says, this is what it is. The limestone state? I know California is the Golden State, and that is the only nickname I know. Because I have not committed the other 49 states to memory. Let me catch some Z. Oh wait, no. I'm not catching some Z's, I'm catching some oxygen. That's what I'm doing. Alright, now I have to fill all this in. Hold up. Turn around, don't drown, says those posters. Alright, we're getting there. We're almost done. We're almost done with all this, I should say. It's definitely not very fun running these wires straight through all the water, though. I guess I didn't really choose a good area to build the power station. That's okay. Not every infrastructure is built upon reasonable location. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is running the wire, this one, just keeping it right next to the other wire. So we'll let that do that. Alright, so now that we get close to the end, let me just dig this forward a little bit. So what I need to do is get the signal next to this one. You say that one bridge, and I'm trying to remember which specific bridge. Oh wait, hold on. The power went out. We got a problem. I didn't want my farm active. Oopsies. Tacoma Narrows. I bet if I saw it, I'd probably remember. Yeah, I made a mistake. This has been running. I did not mean for my farm to stay active. Oops. Yeah, I just have to pull the signal from as far away as I can. So I need, like, I could put a repeater there, I think. So if I put that repeater there, I could put a block here. By putting a block there, that block is now powered. Therefore, I just have to put the redstone underneath. Alright, cool. So I put the redstone here. And then I go down to what, 24, right? And then I go forward. Alright, cool. So if all goes according to plan, which it does not always, that should now be set. And so if I just head back around here, light that up. If I zoop, And even fill that in. Therefore, the signal should go through without interacting with anything else. So that means if I do that, that all turns off, and then that goes back on. So thankfully, we're all set. So this side's done. I'll just leave it like that. But now what I'll do is go all the way around to the other side and get the redstone going. I just have to mad dash there first. Alright, so if I'm correct, I should be able to... Yeah, that's not going to interact. I can just set that over. And there we go. So now that's thoroughly taken care of. So let me count 15 blocks and find the last repeater, and then we'll go from there. Wait, 15. 3, 2, 1. Cobblestone. And behind that will be the repeater. Alright, so the repeater can be there or closer. That was a cough. That was half a cough. I couldn't get to the mute button fast enough. Alright, so we're almost done. Yeah, because now I just have the last 18 red dust. Doo-doo-ba-doo. Oh, well, that is end of the line, says the NPC from Half-Life 2. Alright, so repeater block. Oh, come on. Water, leave me alone. So it doesn't save much, but it is indeed worth it having the repeater feed into the cobblestone, because every time I put the cobblestone, not only does it make the signal last longer, but it also saves me red dust, because that's one less dust I have to place down. Anyways, with all of that taken care of, now the loop is complete, with about 7 minutes left of the day, and I feel another cough. Cough and sneeze. I still don't have a good way down there, but that's alright. Alright, let me find the bed. We'll reset the weather timer, and then that'll be that. So now I know I have to solve the redstone problem again. I spent a lot of time mining redstone at Felt, and now I'm gonna have to go out and mine more. Maybe I should make a witch farm. I need the dust. Nah, because if I do that, it's gonna end up being an AFK farm, and I don't want that. As if this was not an AFK farm. Alright, come on, buddy. Move over. There you go. I don't even know how much they want to move. Yes, I know you see me. But the blocks in the way prevent them from doing anything about it. Alright, well, we can leave this as that. Alright, let's flip that. Uh-oh, now they're going to be mad at each other. Wait, hold on, just how many of them are mad? Are there 3 of them? Yeah, I did not thoroughly solve this issue. Maybe I should have kept it to just 1. It's a little late for that now. But oh well, such is how it goes. Come on. We're almost done here. What do we have? OBS says 4 minutes. Come on. Last one is I'll probably check on the bees one last time and see if I can do any more bee reading. Reading. I don't know how to turn bee into breeding in an efficient way. Alright, so we're looking at... The thing with just saying beating, though, is... There you go. The thing with just saying beating, though, is I'm pretty sure beating is a proper word. There's also beating, but that's not the same. Alright, so let's see. Because I'm at... Oh, I forgot. Hold on. We were at 6, we lost and went down to 5. Now we're back up to 6 again, I think. Yeah, let me grab some more honey over here. Make all the honey blocks. Alright, so hold on. Let me grab a couple more of those. Alrighty, y'all. So there's one bee. Yes, I see there's more honey in there. I mean, I have a lot of bees in here. Like, where are they? Come on, pop on out. They don't go for flowers if you're holding one, right? There used to be... There's either an achievement or an advancement that was called the parrots and the bats. But then 1.15 rolled around and they added bees, and they never changed the name to the parrots and the bees. Alright, now there's 3 of y'all. Nope, can't breed with you. There's one. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Get back here. There. Alright, so I was at 6. Now I'm at 7. So now I have 7 bees. Cool. If I did my math correctly. Because, I'll be honest, I might be starting to lose track. Oh, I don't have the last thingy. Alright, well, either way, we only got another minute left. I should probably take these honeycombs back. Nah, I'll just leave them. If we're currently sitting at 4 nests, I should just keep waiting around until I have more. No, I don't have 4 nests. I have 1 nest and 3 beehives. Anyways, I'll put away the last of the stuff. And then... it'll probably be the end of the stream by the time I get back there. But anyways, for anyone who has any final thoughts, start saying them now, because no stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. No stream Monday, because I'm not going to be here Monday. And so, we'll be back again on Tuesday through Friday. And then I believe, yeah, Tuesday through Friday, and then I have a big plan for Saturday. Saturday, May 31st, the 10-year anniversary of my YouTube channel. So we shall see all that occurs that day. I have ideas. I don't have a schedule. We'll figure out the schedule day of, because I have more ideas than time allotted. Presumably, if I were to do 1 hour per each. Anyways, we'll see. Whatever happens, happens. Yeah, let me just go put away the stone. And I was supposed to leave behind the bone meal, but that's okay. That's a problem for future me. So yep, that's indeed all it for today. Thank you all for watching. Ending off the diamond block like I used to back in Indev. Bye.